And so he left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Engel behind him. Oh dear.
So this is... Oh, so... How nice of you.
Cool! This one! This is the blood-stained stranger Okasan saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores. In other words, he didn't. Useless piece of mongrel. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, Edelblau did venture within. Edelblau? Who's that?
Meh.
Meh. Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The apostle of the blue sky, Edelblau. She also goes by Mooi Robin. Robin went into... What? Oh. Robin was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Julia said that no one came and nothing happened. They are lying. Ew. How long is this going on?
I don't know. But to be quite honest, I can't seem to stop now. I'm really concerned. Did I leave my laptop on or did I put it on sleeping mode?
You'll find out sooner or later.
True that.
You are different from the peasants. Dit is weer anders. Dit is los.
Well, thank you for that dodge, sir.
This is
I think this is Sakuya's father, perhaps.
You were different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, father. Look at them crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again. Do you understand? Yes, father. He's like Draco. A bit. They were snobbish. 2. Japan? Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have been already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family. Sakuya. Yes, father. Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He's a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, father. Oh. Angel saw Robin going into the infirmary yesterday and then the door was locked. The doctor and Julia must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Julia had been helping us all this time and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Julia be covering for the doctor? We don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine. It's not impossible, but from what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this. I am aware. I want to confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means we need to search the infirmary. Do you intend to go in without asking? Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us for sure. Oh, understood. Suddenly Gyota became snobbish. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary. Thank you, Sakuya. Anything for you, snugglebutts. A moment, gentlemen. Miss Leon, I have something for you. Sorry for being late, I was somewhat delayed. What are these? This is the first massive key. The first is a massive key. I'm sorry. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it.
I can see a future question saying, will you use a stun gun? Yes, no. I can see it coming.
You will have more use for those than I, Kara. Hold on to them. Right, thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary.
Maybe that would be smart. Angel, please.
The hour of judgment has come! You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judecca to defeat you. As long as you live, Calamitous sorcerer, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop! Don't throw me out like some wretched doll! Oh. I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever do you mean? Delusions of grandeur. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it's genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there? He's unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part of his ability to the most dangerous part of his ability to bring
the most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy, I guess.
Yeah. Though I seem to be less affected than you.
Well, last time
You
were going around pretty nicely.
And since, although I've invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him. The whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Did you say something just now, Doctor? Nothing at all. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shiogane. What's going on? Where did Kara go? He is investigating another area at the moment.
I hate to break it to you, but I really need to put out the lights in Sora's.
Go.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Don't worry.
And we're back. Talking about something to entertain you guys. I don't really know what to say, actually. But jeez. How do we do this. This will be one long ass YouTube video. I guess we'll split into multiple parts. We might even just cut these parts out, but I'm just gonna keep talking. So, yeah, what do I talk about? I'm just as bad at entertaining as Robin is, I guess. I'll just pour myself another drink. So what do you guys think about this game? Because I didn't expect the route to go this far into a murder mystery. I didn't know there was a murder mystery somewhere. In the review I read on Steam, it said so, but I did not see this coming. And the lovely Robin has returned.
Not as dismembered as in this game, I guess.
Nope.
Yeah, I left my laptop on, so I put it down for now.
I already said this. So.
Yeah, I know.
Only Dr. Yomine and Aniki here now. Isn't Sakasaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel. You stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them if possible, but at least they don't realize whether we suspect them yet.
Or you just think they do not suspect.
Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion on something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is beliverance, sir. It is nonsense. That's right. It must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be praised by the heir to the LaBelle family. Completely flat. Does he ever speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the LaBelle family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I'm afraid I know a little of the fates of the drugs I developed. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the LaBelle family will never forget. How wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect? Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses.
Mrs. Xu is a very dangerous man.
Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Miss Leon gave me will do the trick. Yes!
You should lock it behind you.
This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that Robin was in here quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk I'll get caught. I need to remember, I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick. Why would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk?
Indeed.
It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Inside are medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up, though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are Kawara Ryota, Moi Robin, Fujishiro Nagaki,
Nagaki?
and Shirogane Sakuya.
I did not expect that one.
What, Nagaki?
Nagaki. The other 3, yes, sure, but not Nagaki.
What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but Robin and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nagaki. Looking closely, Nagaki's folder says St. Pagination's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then. And the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya's is a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or...
Oh shit.
A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. Medical records are gone.
Of course they are.
Somebody took them? I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? You alright?
Yeah.
I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been that criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere? Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk. In a corner that I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is Robin's student ID.
Oh.
There's blood on the corner.
Oh, that's some proof that I was there.
So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true. Like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Robin. I need to talk with Sakuya. So you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? Correct. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya? You again? Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk. Very well. Mr. Shirogane. Yes, Doctor. Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with the knowledge and tools as a physician. Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person. Not a healthy person? The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know. He is? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is, I see. Thanks, I'll remember that. I tell Sakia about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office. Meaning Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center? I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records too. Why you, me and Robin all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here or anything? Not once. Nobility knows no illness.
What about your father?
Yeah. I've never seen him sick and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Bad? Because it's inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active or because he never leaves the infirmary. But I guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya. Blessed mongrel. No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations! Were you gossiping about me? Yuya! What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind. Robin is pretty happy about that. Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you. That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjugating you to vile slander and ill gossips. You are very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say, "Let my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover." It should be obvious that we are talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass though. Used tires maybe. Something that's completely impervious to abuse. Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Moi in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her? So you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence.
Oh God.
We found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary. You are duty bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? What did you do? Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
Oh dear Lord. That's that thing.
Mm-hmm.
It still gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Run, you two! Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go! Yota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel. Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole, Mr. Beanpole Man, towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy. Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you. I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so I stop now. Our ally? Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught. Indeed. Isn't Yuya with you? We never got it to answer anything. I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction. We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is to get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us the whole time, but I don't know if you can still consider him our ally. Our ally, indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or how could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know. I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya. Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy. Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think.
Me neither.
The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother.
Oh wait, I'm dead, so I can't think, I guess.
You don't have a brain anymore.
Nope. I might just have, but you know, you
If
can't.
I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in the notes and then go talk to the doctor.
You know, I'm really starting to suspect that it's not very clever to leave those notes lying around in the maintenance room.
Maybe in the end everyone gets shut up and then they read the
Yeah,
notes.
but what?
Maybe there's a bad end. There will be a bad ending now. Shit gets dark, people die, and then the notes get found by.
Yeah, but not really that. But you know, I'm getting pretty paranoid because who did it? Who is behind it? And why? And it just makes me suspect anyone. How do we know that
Mr. One.
exactly isn't just, I don't know, pulling the strings? And we just leave those notes lying around in there, and he can just read everything we've been working on. I mean, he did suggest we write it down, right?
Yep.
But so that's just my 2 cents. I don't think it's anything useful.
Go find. Yeah, then go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time.
4 hours left.
Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Sakuya. Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young one. Why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone.